And on island number 1, it's, oh my god, who is that? Oh, it's Gruff. Look at him, just here. Great. We're back. I have 99 tickets once again. Technically 100, but we're on island number 1. Blah. And we are just gonna do another villager hunt because I said it in the last one. I was planning on kicking out Walt, and I have. I do not have any other ideas right now. This is just my mandatory Animal Crossing video for the month since I am still an Animal Crossing channel. The next couple of videos on this channel, I have some planned. Lots of different games. Be excited. Because y'all are watching this video, I'll give you a spoiler so you know what to expect and whatever. No, I'm planning on doing a Stardew Valley video, not another one of those 1 year videos. That's gonna be a while until the next one, I'll be very honest. But no, I actually got Stardew on my PC, finally. So I'm thinking of just checking out some mods, doing that whole spiel. This is me well into the same recording that you're watching. I forgot to mention it, but I'm planning on doing a cursed Stardew Valley mods video. So if you know of any weird Stardew Valley mods, whether they're creepy or scary, put them in the comments though. Please, I need your help. Thank you. And then Tears of the Kingdom is coming out very, very soon. And that is an accurate representation for how I'm gonna be while I play the game. Just a fucking clown. Oh my god. I'm literally wearing the exact same shirt. Wait. I spent years looking for this doo-doo head, and then I finally find him. Let's get it together. I did find him, and now you're gonna show up on the second ticket. It would be fun to take him, to have him on 2 islands, but nah, babes. No, we are not. I cannot. I already have too many duplicate villagers on both of my... Can you fucking talk to him? Thank you. I have too many duplicate villagers. We got 2 wolf gangs running around. No, thank you. That's enough for me. Anyways, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom. Very excited. And that's the first thing I want to talk about because, oh my god, guys, I have been playing Breath of the Wild. I am nowhere near completion, and there is only 10 days left until the game comes out. It is currently May 2nd. The game comes out on the 12th. I'm trying to finish the game. I am, because I do really want to just be in the know at least. But at the same time though, there's a small part of me that just wants to not finish the game. I don't know why. I've been reading articles and stuff online. I literally Googled, should I play Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom? Just to know. Because with Legends of Zelda games in general, they're all kind of their own thing. So maybe Tears of the Kingdom's gonna follow suit. They haven't really been sharing what the actual story of the game is about. But I'm assuming it's still gonna be really open-ended and not a direct continuation of Breath of the Wild. Although it might be. We'll see. I'm still gonna play the game as much as I can before the game comes out. Hi, Carrie. Bye, Carrie. Because I would like to at least have some knowledge going into it, so I'm not going in completely blind. Although there's a small part of me that wants to, just because I feel it might be more fun. From the stuff that I've seen about Tears of the Kingdom, great improvements are being made to the game. But the game overall does feel very similar to Breath of the Wild. So I feel for a lot of people who have played Breath of the Wild, they're not gonna have that first time magical experience that they did, unless there's something truly groundbreaking and I'm just speaking out of my ass right now. Yeah, I am planning on making a video on it, at least one. I don't know, especially because this is one of those games that you just have to play on your own and just experience everything on your own time. Then you just factor in editing and all that shit. It's ugh. I don't know, there's a small part of me that wants to play the game Breath of the Wild and finish it completely, but then at the same time I'm kind of just what if I didn't? What if I was just messy and I just went into the game with the knowledge that I currently possessed and just see what happens? It might be a lot fun. Who knows? I'm gonna have to wait and see what the actual story is about first, of course, because who knows? I'm sure everybody will be playing it. Oh my god, I just know, by the way, the amount of hype that this game is going to have for at least 1 month. Dude, it's gonna be everywhere. If you are not a Tears of the Kingdom fan or a Legend of Zelda fan, but you're still a Nintendo person, you're gonna get sick of it. Because this is probably one of the most anticipated games in all of Nintendo's history because of how big Breath of the Wild was. Breath of the Wild, even though it's not necessarily the most popular game anymore, like it's still up there. It's like top 3. Yeah, like Mario Kart and Animal Crossing has more sales. Only one of those 3 games are not relevant anymore. And spoiler alert, it's not Legend of Zelda, and it's not Mario Kart. And like, yeah, I mean, like, dude, everybody is good to be playing the game. You're gonna feel left out if you're not a part of it. Like, I think the reason why I'm the most excited for it is because, like, I'm actually gonna be here this time around for, like, the new game hype. Oh my god. Because I'm, like, technically a Breath of the Wild player too. Yeah, I haven't finished the game, but I'm still a player. So, like, it's exciting to, like, actually start the game going into it without knowing anything alongside everybody else. Like, all my friends online and all my friends in real life who play Legends of Zelda, like, I'm gonna be able to play the game with them and be like, oh my god, look at all these fun discoveries we're making together. I'm not gonna feel left out, like, 3 years later. Who is this? Oh my god, another kangaroo. Okay. In conclusion, expect a Tears of the Kingdom video to come out on this channel. Maybe not like immediately as soon as the game comes out because I'm only one person. Please give me time. But yeah, there will be a Tears of the Kingdom video. There will be a Stardew Valley video. And then the other game that I'm planning on playing this month on this channel comes with a really funny story. So I am planning on doing a New Leaf video because it's been almost 10 years since the game released in North America. Like, yeah, it did come out in 2012. I wanted to check it out again, you know? And I have it on my 3DS, so I could play it on there, but I can't record anything on there because you need a capture card for a 3DS, and those are very expensive to come around. So I was planning on getting it like as an emulator on my computer, this computer that I'm recording this right now on. And I went to go download it and I got a virus on my computer. So that happened. It was very embarrassing. Obviously, it's been fixed. Imagine getting a virus on your computer in 2023. Like, do you know how embarrassing that was for me? Marina again. Oh my god. Speaking of virus, I'm kidding. She's not a virus. There are villagers that give off virus energy, but not Marina. Marina is nothing of the sorts. Don't worry. She's a queen. So I've been scared to like try and download the emulator again, but help. I'm literally telling y'all what videos I'm planning on doing for this month as well as the next month right now, because like I need motivation to actually do them. I make up like so many ideas. I have so many ideas listed down, and then a lot of them just never end up happening because there's like no motivation behind it. Like, yeah, I'm down to do them. I just get so like insecure about it, you know, in a way, because I'm just like, will anybody actually watch these? Like, what if I put in so much effort into the video and then it just completely flops? And it's like, I did all that for nothing? It's happened way too many times before on this channel. Do I really want to do that again? You know, just common YouTuber struggles. I'm letting y'all know right now. So like, if you really want to see me play New Leaf or Tears of the Kingdom or another Stardew Valley video with mods, put them in the comments right now. Hype me up. Motivate me to actually make those videos, because maybe I will. Oh my god, it's Freckles. Wait, oh no, here's the first dilemma. See, Freckles would be a fun addition to the island, but I have so many tickets left. And I want to keep going because I have so much shit to say, and I do But Freckles would be so cute. Do I want you that badly? I love you, but my heart is set out on another woman, which is not really a saying that I usually say. Full disclosure, yes, I'm looking for a girl once again. Spoiler alert from the last video, I did stumble across Miss Melba, and now I really want Melba again. I miss her so much. It's been, I think, a year now since she left Fallbrook, and I feel like it's time for her to come back. If I find her within these 100 tickets, I will be taking her. That is for a doubt what's going to happen. Fuck you. Oh my god. Right after Freckles too, she is so brave for that. I just had an entire moral dilemma in my head because I was like debating if I should take Freckles, yes or no. And I decided no, and that hurt me. And she had to show up right after so she can spit on me and kick me to the ground. Is that? Oh, it's Tank. I thought that was Pee-wee for a second, and I got really excited because I do like Pee-wee. Tank, on the other hand, meh. The leaf on the back of his head, though, it looks like it's made out of fondant. Oh my god. That's the only redeeming quality about him. Sorry to the Tank stands, if any exist. Which I know for a fact there will be at least one of them in the comments, because it always happens. Ozzy, oh my god, it's Gonzo's son. Gonzo's son from his previous marriage. Wait, bringing him onto the island would be cute. It's like a father and son reuniting. Fuck them kids. I want Melba. And now we have peaches. I prefer apples. Who saw the Met Gala? Because I did. Yo, one thing about me though, I do love the Met Gala. I feel like I refer to it a lot on this channel. Like anytime I see like one of the girlies, you know, one of those villagers, I'm like, they would serve at the Met Gala. So obviously I'm obsessed with it. It was last night. It was cute. That's the best way. You know what? Like I have all the looks loaded up right here from their Instagram. Like, can we just like quickly go through it? I just want to like share my thoughts on some of them. Here's the thing. I'm not much of a fashion person in real life, but I love looking at fashion online. I'm not very like knowledgeable with like designers and shit. I'm more so like, if I look at it and I like it, I like it. I only heard about what the theme was like the day of, as I do every year. And when they announced that it was Karl Lagerfeld and why him? I get that he was like very, you know, well known, just like Miss Molly over here, another cutie. She's definitely not allowed on Fallbrook though. She's too innocent. And unlike Miss Melba, she's not willing to fight. If somebody insulted her, she would probably cry and run off the island, which I don't blame her because I probably would do the same anyways. So I'm gonna leave Molly here. Let her collect her piece. I do not need to stress out that poor girl. But Karl Lagerfeld, I know he worked for like Chanel and stuff, so like that's obviously what he's most known for. But like at the same time, as a fat bitch, I got beef with him, that's for sure. He is like notoriously known for being fat phobic and like just being a piece of shit. Like I'm pretty sure he was also just like hateful towards women in general, which is weird because like you're a designer for women. And like he was like, there's just Google it. Lots of problematic shit. I don't want to get into it. The looks themselves though, a lot of them were actually really good. I liked a lot of them and I want to share my thoughts on a few of them. Like first and foremost, my favorite look, here, my laptop, just look at it. That one, Miss Anak Yai. That look was so stunning. I'm obsessed with it. It's been a whole day and I'm still obsessed with the look. That's all I've been thinking about. Tien Chang's over here. Great, cool. Oh my God, like Harvey Guillen, I hope I said his name right. His look was so cute. I saw so many people talking shit about it online. And it's like, no, the look is cute. And especially because, like I said, he hated fat people. He hated plus size people. He would never dress them. To see him rock pink, which was Carl's least favorite color, and look absolutely iconic in it. Like, I was obsessed. I love it. It was such a serve for me. I was obsessed. Harvey Guillen, don't really know who he is. I know he was on Drag Race as a guest judge, but like, he's so cute. Oh my God. Dua Lipa was like one of those looks that like everybody was gagging over. I liked it too. But like, I saw photos of like the original gown because it is one of the archives from like one of Carl's previous shows. And like, it's a full-on bridal look. And I just wish she wore the hat. Like, that's it. It had a little hat that went along with it. I wish she wore that too. Or at least just like went more into the bridal elements. Like, I don't really mind the lack of jewelry since, again, that's very Chanel. Chanel's like very minimal overall. The hair, I felt like was a little too simple. You know, for it, I wish she kind of just had like an updo and a hat instead. But other than that, still a cute look. Still a 2 in my opinion. Who's this villager? That is a fucking scoot right over there. Fuck you, coach. Emma Chamberlain. Oh, I just saw this look. Oh, I felt so bad for her. Look at that. I'm sorry to Emma Chamberlain. It's a cute look. But like the fitting of it, somebody did her dirty. The crop of the blazer, I mean, the crop is fine, but like the shoulders are clearly too big for her. The skirt was too low and the slit was too high. And it just looked very ill-fitting. This look just made me so sad because like, it's Emma Chamberlain. I love her so much and I love seeing her at the Met Gala, but like this look, whoever did that, they set her up and I will not forgive them for that. I don't think it was like a jaw-dropping or like groundbreaking look, but the potential was there to at least be cute. Michaela Cole, on the other hand, oh my God, that fucking like the crystal clear shit, like, that's stinky, okay. Michaela Cole's look was great though, overall. I'm more focused on the Met Gala than I am on this villager hunt, by the way. Doja Cat, coming as Choupette. So many people dressed up as the cat. Like there's Doja, Jared Leto, and like Lil Nas X who did it, but like Doja did it the best. Doja did it the best. The prosthetics, the dress itself, look at it. It's exactly what Doja Cat would do too. Of course she did. Her name is Doja Cat. Doja Cat. Even though Anaki Ai has my favorite look, like Doja Cat's up there for me. Doja Cat is top 3 alongside Anaki Ai. Kristen Stewart came in a suit and absolutely demolished every single man that showed up in a suit. This is how you wear a fucking suit. To all those boring ass men who just came in a fucking suit, do it like her. This is what you do. You elevate the look. You make it look so much nicer. It was so great. Anne Hathaway, like the fucking tweed. She took the tweed fabric, not Anne herself. It was obviously the designer. They took the tweed fabric that Chanel is known for and they made a dress out of it. An entire dress, and it's like really like, you know, there's just all those like cuts and slits everywhere. It's such a great fit on her. It looks so good. Miranda Priestley would be so proud of her. Normally, when it comes to the Met Gala time, we love to talk shit about the men, but like, first of all, Diddy, y'all saw that? Like the flower cape, it was all black. Like, it looked so good. And I was surprised, like, Diddy did that? Like, okay, Sean Diddy Combs, I see you. Conan Gray was up there for me too. Conan Gray did that. The man who started off as a YouTuber and turned into a pop star, just like Troye Sivan, and now he's out here serving looks at the Met Gala. As he should. I love Conan Gray so much. We all know this. I was so happy to see him do so well at the Met Gala. Why do I always find Alfonso in this island? That feels weird. Ryan Tyree Henry's look though, from the Met Gala, this gorgeous piece right here, I had to Google it. It wasn't on the Instagram. That, like of all the men that showed up, his look was my favorite. That is fashion for men. Why is men's fashion so boring? Like, can we just talk about that? Like men's fashion, I do not understand. Why is it just so bland, so plain? Among the straight men, like, girl, y'all just show up anywhere in like a shirt and pants and just call it a day. The amount of men that came to the Met Gala in like shirt and pants or suit and pants, and they were just like posing for the fucking cameras like they were doing something. Like, dog, that's literally what somebody would wear to a wedding. Like, there's nothing exciting about that. At least, like, do something a little more. Like, Ke Huy Quan, he showed up in a suit and tie, but at least he had the fingerless gloves on and, like, the little detail on the tie and that little chain thing. The fingerless gloves, especially in the sunglasses, like, that is very Karl Lagerfeld. Like, what's something he would actually wear. So I give him snaps for that. Still very simple, but like, it's okay. Because at least like he dressed for the occasion. A$AP Rocky as well. I'm not surprised that A$AP Rocky's look was very simple because he's with Rihanna. I think like A$AP, oh my God, Mary. I'm not taking her, sorry. A$AP Rocky and Ryan Reynolds, in my opinion, are the only two men who are allowed to show up in a suit and tie, because when you're with Blake Lively or Rihanna at the Met Gala, let them have the intention. Nobody cares about you two. Like, A$AP knew what to do. He just stood in the back and let Rihanna take all the pictures by herself in her couture gown. I liked Rihanna's look. Like, I don't think it was as amazing as things she's previously done. It was still cute though. Bridal, full bridal moment. I watched Mina Leigh's video and like, you know, she made the comment that like, oh, it's nice to see like her doing it as a pregnant woman, especially because like, you know, the whole thing with like pregnant women wearing white, ooh, it's not pure, you're not a virgin, you shouldn't be pregnant before you get married, before that whole thing. I like that juxtaposition. Rihanna's look was cute in my opinion, but A$AP Rocky, like even though he was allowed, in my opinion, to wear just a suit and tie, he still showed up and like did more. He wore the suit and tie and he wore the kilt, which also very known for Karl Lagerfeld. He loves his Scottish tartan, but like I like that he still took that and like made it his own, because he had the jeans and the layered belts, which are very much, you know, A$AP Rocky core. There were definitely a lot of misses. I'm mainly talking about the men. When it comes to the women and like all the gowns and stuff, like I'm not gonna comment on those. I do love women's fashion, but like, I don't know, I'm not at a place where I can look at a gown and be like, that is ugly, that is horrible. I don't know shit like that. But the men, I can talk shit about men. I am allowed to talk shit about men. I will talk shit about men. Why does Anna Wintour allow them to do that? That's what I do not understand as well. Like, after all these years, why does she still allow them to just show up serving nothing? And they're allowed to walk the carpet and take the photos. What are people gonna do with those photos? Nobody's gonna look at those fucking photos. We're all looking at the gowns and the men who actually stepped up. Nobody is gonna remember what Rami Malek wore in like a week from now. No offense, I had to single him out because I tweeted about him. I don't remember any of the other dudes though, that's the problem. Why are we taking photos of them? Yeah, they're famous. Who cares? You can take photos of them at some other event. And also, why the fuck weren't there no drag queens at the event? Like for 2 years in a row, like they invited them for 2019 and I think they invited them 2021. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just because they know that the drag queens are gonna like do it. They're gonna come and stunt on everybody else. I'm thinking about it, like I really loved Violet's look from 2019. So many people, once again, so many people were talking shit about it. And I was like, why? She's a glove. She is a glove. It was a skin tight dress that like, you know, with the train that looked exactly like a glove. It fit like a glove. That was the whole point of the look, and it looked amazing in my opinion. Last year, this year, where the fuck are they? I was so surprised that like there were none this year. I genuinely thought Sasha Colby was gonna show up. I actually convinced myself that Sasha Colby was gonna be there, and I was so surprised that she wasn't. And the fact that Met Gala has been going on for so long, and Raja still hasn't made it to the Met Gala yet, the day Raja is invited to the Met Gala is the day I truly win. That's what we need in life. That's what we need to manifest. Everybody manifest it next year that Raja Gemini, Raja, the queen herself, is finally invited to the Met Gala. Oh my god, and then I forgot RuPaul. See, like, you know what? People were mad at RuPaul for going to the Met Gala not in drag. The drag queen herself, Miss RuPaul, to show up at an event not in drag. That's camp. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And the suit that she wore was still better than what all the other men were serving, so I'm not complaining. Miss Isabel from Animal Crossing could show up and turn it out. Even though what she has on is Gucci, if you know the meme, she could absolutely rock Chanel, like a Karl Lagerfeld designed Chanel outfit, and serve cunt on the Met Gala. You know that for a fact. Invite her to the Met Gala too. Anyways, who's on this island? What? Who are you? Who are you? Excuse me? Come out. Oh. Go back in. Ooh, and we have made it to the first waterfall island of the day, I think. Oh my god, Wait, I'm so sorry for kicking you out. No, why did he have to show up? I feel so bad for kicking him out, but like, at the same time, I'm not. I was feeling completely fine before this moment, but now I feel bad because I see him and I see how sad he looks, especially right now in the rain. This poor man getting separated from his brother once again because of me, because of his boyfriend. Oh my god. Teddy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Although I'll be honest, I don't think Teddy has even realized that Nate moved onto the island, honestly. Because yeah, in my headcanon, they're brothers. But I have not seen him once interact with Nate while they were on the island together. Not once. I don't think they've ever even been in the same room. Maybe they had beef and I just never knew. So maybe I did Teddy a favor by kicking him out. Never mind, I talked myself out of it. I don't feel bad anymore. Yeah, that's the headcanon. They had beef. Who are you? Nana. Great. I feel like I always run into Nana too. Oh my god. How many times do I run into Nana? But I've had her before and I actually like her. So I'm alright with seeing her. Unlike that other one, Miss Claudia. Hornsby I'm always running into. And it's so funny because for the longest time I've been saying I wanted Hornsby on my island because his house was so cute and it would work so well with my aesthetic. Don't need him anymore because, you know, Happy Home Paradise. I can actually renovate my houses. So now I just see him every time and I'm reminded of how badly I wanted him. And now I just don't. And I didn't even want him for him. I do like Hornsby as a villager. I only wanted him for his house. Do you know how embarrassing that would be in real life? If somebody only liked you for your house, for the thing you live in, not you yourself, the person who designed the house? Who is on this mountain island? Who is that? Can I make a guess? I think it's Dell. Yeah, it is. Of course it's him. This is the other one I'm always running into, the fucking boat himself. Girl, what are you doing here? How the hell do you have holes on the side of your head and you can still breathe out of your nose? If you haven't noticed, by the way, I haven't really been uploading as much lately. That's on purpose. Like, full disclosure, I think going forward, I really am trying to take my time with every single video because I would like to not stress myself out. Mary's here once again. Damn, like Miss Girl. 2 years ago, almost had a mental breakdown looking for her. Spent so many tickets and took 2 whole days. And now she shows up twice in 1 day. Jump off that fucking rock right now. I dare you. Like, I uploaded a lot of videos back in March, I feel like. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care for any of them. But like, none of them were really like good. I feel like, you know, a year from now, I'm literally gonna forget about every single one of them. And like, sure, if you like them, great, thank you. But they're my videos. I like to put out videos that I truly like. I just need to prioritize quality over quantity. Because like, yeah, in April, I didn't upload as much. But like, I really liked all 3 of the videos I made. I did like a 1-hour villager hunt that like, even though it was like so random for me, I feel like, because I don't really do videos that are that long usually. It was still a fun video. I was entertained while editing, while recording it. I liked it, and it performed well as well, so like that's just an added bonus. The Stardew Valley video, I will admit, that's actually one of my all-time favorite videos. It took such a long time to make, literally like 3 months to make that video, playing an entire year of Stardew Valley. And like, I'm happy with how that video turned out. Like I said, one of my all-time favorite videos. Great. And then the last video I made, that whole like of Animal Crossing where Pokemon gym leaders, I feel like that, like I had so much fun editing it. Not stressing myself, but like trying to upload every week. I was able to like actually edit it 100% the way I wanted to. And it turned out exactly how I wanted to. I didn't have to like sacrifice anything in order to like meet my schedule. And especially with the second channel as well, because I haven't officially announced it yet, but the second channel is back and running, by the way. Oh, now's a great time to plug it in a video. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, second channel, for those who don't know, I've had one for like an entire year now. And then there was a little moment where I forgot the password to it, but I remembered it and I'm back to uploading on there. So like, go subscribe if you want to see like other videos from me. I have another video coming out soon on there. It's gonna take a minute to post it, but like, I think this video might make or break the channel and like send it into a different direction, because it's not a gaming video, but it's still very on brand for me. And like, I'm really excited to start working on it. And who knows, if that video does well, and if I end up really liking it, and if y'all really like it as well, I might do more of those, ? We'll see. Don't want to spoil too much about it, but I will say one thing. It requires me talking about a certain movie that stars a certain somebody who I talk about a lot. That's the only spoiler. That's the only one. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, like I said, if that does well, you might see more of those going forward too. What is my hair right now? I don't know. Let's stop doing that, because then I'm gonna get stressed out about my hairline, which is something I do not need right now. Who is on this sister fruit island? I just ran into Mary, and now she shows up. Oh my god, and Freckles. Wait. I just did that. Those were the 3 girls alongside Carmen who I spent 2 years ago. That is a core memory for me, because that was the first like long villager hunt I ever went on in my entire life. That is something that I'm always gonna remember. The fact that I went, and like, Carmen wasn't even the one I wanted. Carmen was just like the 4th alternate for me. My heart was set on either Audie or Mary. And then I was like, maybe Freckles, because I just wanted Freckles. Those were the 3 that I wanted. And I spent 2 whole days looking for any of them. I think I had like 100 tickets on that villager hunt too. Like, that video was so long. It was a 2-parter, and none of them show up. And now it's only been 50 minutes and I find all 3 of them within 50 minutes. And I saw Mary twice. I hate all 3 of those girls. Oh my god, and here's Rocco. Rocco has no connection to this. Why did that make me mad? Rocco has nothing to do with this. We are on Earth and Rocco is from Mars. Like, what does this have to, I don't fucking know. That made no sense. That's Miss Vesta. Thank God she's not a dreamie, because I would have been mad. I would have probably raged. Who is on this island? Oh my god, Meringue. She hates me. That's all I'm gonna say about her. Wilbur, I'm not gonna have this discussion with you again. Just know that when I finally get the ability to, I will drown you in this ocean that we're currently standing over. Gay. That's all. You know what though? The headband that she's wearing, she serves with that headband. I will give her points for that. She always has her hair done correct. She's definitely not someone who's well known. I'll give her credit where credit is due. She did that, and she's the only one because the girls know. The girls know that the only one that's allowed to wear a headband is Miss Paula. The sky is starting to clear up from the rain, so hopefully that's the sign of a brighter future. Although right now Jitters is here. So maybe it'll just be better than that going forward. Mechanic, oh, hi sir, it's been a while since I've seen you. He's back on our screens, ladies. He's back. He's back on our screens. Hi. If he was human. Maybe the time will come too where I finally take him onto the island. Not today, not this one, but maybe in the future. That would be funny. If there's a man out there who looks like that. Hi. Oh God. Of course it's him. Of course. Yeah, thank you for walking away. We don't need to waste any more time over here. Never forget that in the movie when on her first day, the fucking introduction, she went up to him and Cyrano, the way I've like Googled how to pronounce his name so many times and I still forget. I feel bad. The way that she went up to them and just asked if either of them were Apollo. Obviously, she wouldn't know who Apollo was. It was her first day in the fucking town. You knew she was brand new. And they had the nerve to just laugh at her. Like, just laugh in her face, this poor girl. The way I would have literally left, not just the Bruce, I would have left the entire town if that had happened to me. Like, Caesar, damn. Like, I get you were just trying to be all haha funny, but like, do it better next time, please. Don't laugh at a little girl who asked you a question. Don't do that. Don't do that. Miss I, that entire movie, she was just in the trenches. Oh my God, the Animal Crossing movie. They need to make another one. Running. My phone just fell off my desk for no reason. I want another Animal Crossing movie so bad. I don't know if this could ever happen, but like imagine if Studio Ghibli made an Animal Crossing movie. If Nintendo would let Studio Ghibli, because I know right now all the rage is like 3D animations, and like I have nothing against 3D animations personally. I just prefer hand-drawn. I prefer 2D, and especially for Animal Crossing. Like the entire aesthetic of it. Like yes, it's a 3D game, so a 3D movie would make sense. But then you factor in the aesthetics of like New Leaf and the older games, and just the overall vibe of it. Like a hand-drawn 2D animated film would eat. It would be so good, just like the first one. I don't know if the first one was hand-drawn, but it was 2D. Studio Ghibli needs to make an Animal Crossing movie. That's a tweet. That's a tweet. I'm tweeting that out right now. Something that's just so whimsical and so like filled with just all the nostalgic elements. Like that's something that only Studio Ghibli can do, in my opinion. I mean, there probably are other animation studios that can do it. I just love Studio Ghibli. I'm just speaking out of bias right now. I love Studio Ghibli. And I love Animal Crossing. Imagine like the best of both worlds. I want one based off New Leaf so bad, just because the storyline of New Leaf, where like you're just this random person moving into a town and bam, all of a sudden you're the mayor of it with no prior mayoral experience. Like that's a movie right there. It could be like really similar to the first one, very like coming of age-esque. Oh my God, Fuchsia. Very like coming of age-esque and like not fully plot oriented. Like it's a very open-ended plot. The New Leaf aesthetics, the New Leaf soundtrack, like all of that would just work for a movie so bad. Maybe it could be fun to like tie in some New Horizons elements. Like maybe you start off as the mayor and then the town grows so much that Tom Nook decides to expand and puts you on an inhabited island to like build that up. Maybe. I mean, like, New Horizons would work as a movie, but, like, I feel like there's already the manga. That's good for it. That's good enough for it, in my opinion. Go watch my video about the Animal Crossing movie if you haven't already. Ooh, see me summarize the movie all up in one video. I love that video, too. That's why I'm promoting it right now. It's one of, like, again, another one of my favorite videos of all time. That one, my Stardew Valley video from last month. I have an entire playlist. Should I link that playlist down below too? Just like all of my favorite videos. It's called Best of Angry Coconuts. If you're ever curious, you know, what types of videos I specifically like to make, just click on that playlist, watch those videos, and you'll get like kind of a gist. This video really was just a last minute. I'm working on so many other videos right now for both channels. So like this is kind of just filler. But yeah, like I just wanted to post something. Especially because like I said, like I don't think I'm gonna do any other Animal Crossing videos this month. Especially with like Tears of the Kingdom coming out and like Stardew Valley and everything. Like I really want to try and branch out and play more games on the channel because I've been playing other games on the channel and now I just want to do more of them. Hi Gala, bye Gala. Yeah, so like here's your Animal Crossing video for the month. I'm making sure that it's extra long. Hopefully it's a really long video just so that like we have something, you know, because like, yeah, we're going to be playing other games and I'm sure there are going to be so many like Animal Crossing people who are going to play Tears of the Kingdom, especially when it comes out. But like, that doesn't mean we're going to stop playing Animal Crossing completely, dude. Don't worry. We're not going to just like outright abandon the game. Once Tears of the Kingdom comes out, we're gonna come back. This is our game. This is who we are. This is what we did back in like November too. Like literally, I did like an entire month of Pokemon Violet videos, just me playing that entire game, posted all of them, and now look at me. I'm right back to Animal Crossing. So many people are gonna be playing Tears of the Kingdom anyways. I am as well, if I haven't made it clear. I don't know if I'm going to be doing like an entire Let's Play, just because like I did that with Pokemon Violet and like it was fun. I loved it. It's like literally some of the most successful videos on my channel. And like, I love so many of them dearly. And cause you know, like I'm not necessarily someone who likes the casual long parts, like multiple part episodes in a Let's Play. Like I'm someone who prefers watching like supercuts and like highlight reels of people's Let's Plays. Think like, I don't know, like Alpha Red does it, Choctopus, like those are examples. That's why I do them personally. My videos are basically me just making what I like to watch. Only me. I make the decisions. I do what I want. It's my channel. As fun as it would be and as less stressful as it would be to like do just like super casual, unedited videos, I don't like watching those. So why am I gonna do them if I don't like watching them? I just like editing as well. I love the way I edit my videos. I love editing. It's fun. It takes way too much time, but it's still worth it at the end. Makes the video so much more streamlined and straightforward too, because oh my god, I say this every time and I still get comments from people being like, oh, just post unedited videos. Like y'all need to understand that if I posted these videos completely unedited, like you would be so bored. You would be so bored because as of right now, it has officially been an hour and 20 minutes. This entire recording so far at this point. I don't know how long it's going to be in the video once it's edited. It's probably going to be at like 30-minute mark, maybe 35. I don't know, depending on how I edit my video. There's a lot of dead space. There's a lot of me just jumbling up my words and saying things over again to make it as streamlined as possible because I like a good auditory experience as well. I don't want like to like constantly jumble up my words, and I jumble up my words a lot, just so we're clear. I say things. It takes multiple takes for me to say. It takes multiple takes for me. It takes multiple takes. Why is that so hard to say? I started that as a joke and then it actually turned into an example. It takes multiple takes for me to say something sometimes. There, I did it. Oh my god. That was a bit and then it turned into an actual struggle. That was so weird. And like, I feel like even these videos, like these Animal Crossing videos, even though they feel a lot more casual and like... I have his amiibo. Never mind. I have his amiibo. Even though these Animal Crossing videos are a lot more chill and a lot more casual, a lot of time still goes. Because for me, like editing my videos, I see it as more as a way to like enhance the recording, make it as much of a fun viewing experience as I can, as well as a very straightforward one. I don't want to waste people's time with these videos, especially this one. Like this one's going to be really long. That last video I made was like an entire hour of me just talking my shit and saying whatever I wanted. Like obviously I'm going to take out the parts that I feel are boring because I'm not trying to waste people's time. I want people to click on the video and feel fulfilled once they're done watching it. And I want it to be as straightforward as it can be as well, you know? So that's why it's like, if I just post these unedited, they're gonna be so boring. Audience retention as well. The watch time will not be as good. And like, as a YouTuber, you have to think about these things. This is my advice for like all the aspiring YouTubers. If you're editing your video, you're trying to make the video long, but you come across a part that you feel like you're personally like, I don't think this is as entertaining, take it out. Just take it out of the video. I used to do this so much. Like, I look back at my older videos every now and then, and there were parts in those longer videos especially where you can tell I was just keeping them in to make the video longer. Don't do that. You don't need to keep all of them in. Just so we're clear, not every single person is gonna watch every single second of the video. People are gonna skip around parts of the videos that they find boring. And if you're editing your video and you're looking at a part and you're like, this feels boring, just take it out. If it adds nothing to the context, take it out. That's what I started doing. And my audience retention went up like, I have very good watch time. For all the people who watch me who are also YouTubers, regardless of how big your channel is, you're still doing great, by the way. That's how I focus on getting that retention up. Also, just being straightforward. There's a reason why I don't do outros anymore. I know it looks like I'm just doing it to be funny, but in all actuality, I do it because retention. And like, you really think about it, especially with like gaming videos, it's like, what's the point of outros? Like, I know it's nice to have like a cute little title card that has like the, oh, click on this video if you want to watch. I'm not against them. Do them if you want. I'm just saying I personally don't do them because as soon as they pop up, you're gonna click off the video anyways most of the time. You're not watching the entire thing. If you do decide to do them, make them shorter. Like, they don't necessarily need to be super duper long because 9 times out of 10, most people already know what they're gonna watch next, and they're most likely not gonna click on the things that pop up at the end unless it's something that they already wanna watch. So it's like, it doesn't need to be as long. 30 seconds, 20 seconds, that's too long. I think like 5 to 10 seconds, like that's fine. Basically, in conclusion, if you feel like you're watching your own videos again and there's a part that just feels like people are gonna click off, people are gonna skip around, just take it out of the video. And sometimes the videos being shorter is worth it. Like, I know longer videos are more good for like watch time and blah blah blah. If you can get somebody to watch like your entire 30-minute video, like that's really good for YouTube standards. Sometimes the video only ends up needing to be 10 minutes. Sometimes it only needs to be 8 minutes. Just edit your videos. This ramble has been going on for too long. I don't know how to continue it, so I'm gonna stop now. The sky is officially cleared up now. Oh, nice. Maybe there's a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. Nope, it's just Antonio. That's his name. Drag Race. I'm kidding. I don't have a lot to say about Drag Race right now. All I'm going to say is All-Stars 8 is coming. I'm excited. Stan Candy Muse, Stan Heidi Ann Closet, Stan Jessica. That's my top 3. I'm excited for Jimbo. Can't wait to see what she says. Can't wait to see what she does. Haven't seen spoilers, but I know for a damn fact, come back to me when it happens, Jimbo will be in that finale. 100% she's going to be in the finale. Watch. I think there's gonna be like at least one queen from like those early outs that are on the season that will make it to the finale, and my money is on James. I could see James being there. I feel, oh my god, it's Hugh. Oh my god, it's Hugh. My bestie from El New. I cannot look at him. We cannot make eye contact. We will spend 10 hours on this island just talking and catching up. I can't do that. But yeah, I think Candy is 100% going to be in the finale as well. I hope she does. I love Candy Muse. I hope Candy wins. Either Candy or Heidi. Like, those are my 2 picks for the crowns. I bet so many queens are going to have like impeccable. There's so much potential for like any of the queens to have like that Aja, Mohart, who else? Like TKB style glow up, Raja even. The amount of glow ups people have had, like they went from kind of not necessarily flopping, but like doing not so great on their original season and then coming back and just dominating and doing so well like Aja did, like Mohart, like TKB and Raja. I think James is gonna be the one though to have like the major glow up. I don't like truffles. James especially, like she was the first out on her season, the first eliminated. And imagine her coming back and making it to the finale. That would be like the ultimate redemption. So many people were saying that this cast is underwhelming, What, just because you don't know any of them? Just because you don't personally follow any of them? Wouldn't that make you more excited? It's a chance to catch up with queens who haven't been on the show in a while and who you don't really know. It's like watching a brand new season all over again at that point. I don't personally follow a lot of the queens either. Even the ones I really like, I haven't really been seeing what they've been up to. But I'm excited to catch up with them. I'm excited to see what happens. There's a lot of good personalities on this season too. A lot of them are so messy. I think this is going to be a good season. I'm calling it right now. We are officially at the point where I'm just like, okay. Oh my God. I only have 46 tickets left. We're at the halfway point. And I still haven't found Melba. Clay. I like Clay. Ugh, but I can't take him because he's not Melba. This is why I hate doing villager hunts where I only set out for one specific villager, because it never ends up happening. This is what happened 2 years ago when I tried getting one of those girls. They didn't come because I didn't want them. And like last villager hunt, I finally find her. And yeah, it was on Willow. That's why I was okay with letting her go. But I feel like that's going to be the only time I run into her. I just want Melba back on the island, because especially now that we're in the reinvention era of Fallbrook, it's Fallbrook 2.0. It's about to happen. I just want Melba back because I need her to put Lopez in his place. That's the main thing. Lopez needs to be put in his place, and the only person who I think is going to be able to do it is Melba. Her and Poppy. Maybe the two of them would finally get together too. You know, they can finally get together as a couple, and the two of them can stop. Oh my God. No. When I said I wanted a previous Fallbrook villager, this is not the one I wanted. Not her. The first official Fallbrook resident. I'm over it, Willow. Willow, you're not Willow, you're Wilbur. See, this is how you know I'm over it. So, my God. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm officially over it. I'm done. No more. Just show me Melba, please. This is what I get for doing 2 100 ticket villager hunts in a row. You know what the original plan was though? I'm going to expose it right now. My original plan, after I kicked out Nate on that island on Willow, my plan was to kick Walt out on this island and do 2 villager hunts in the same day. Both 100 tickets. That's why I have 100 tickets on this island as well. Can you imagine if I actually went through with it? The reason why I didn't was because Walt just did not want to move off the island, which maybe he did that for a reason. Maybe he was looking out for me. Because after that last video, like 100 ticket villager hunt, which like, I'm saying that like it's nothing when I'm notoriously known for hating long villager hunts. Look at the amount of longer villager hunts that I've been on, where like I get to the halfway point and I'm just who the hell are you? Oh, it's Victoria. I saw the bottom half of her and I was like, who is this girl with their whole bottom half just out? Can you imagine though, if I had gone on 2 100 ticket villager hunts? That last one was like a 3-hour recording, by the way. 3 whole hours. Just me sitting in this chair, villager hunting. Imagine if I had done that both times. Oh my God, I would have gone feral by the end of it. I would have. I absolutely would have. Thank God I didn't do that. Thank you, Walt, for not moving back then. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe Walt was looking out for me. That was just the fatherly figure in him. I'm still bitter that my prediction for how they would bring Gracie Grace back into this game never came true. The ability to like sew your own clothes, because like I'm 90%, fuck you. I'm 90% sure that like you're able to craft your own clothes in Pocket Camp, but you can't do it in this game. Which, oh my God, the whole like Pocket Camp. I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna sound so mean to everybody that says that Pocket Camp is better. The only reason why people say that is because it has better items. But like, what else does that game offer? One thing about me, I'm a Pocket Camp hater. I'm sorry, I just don't like mobile games in general though, that's my thing. I'm not a fan of any of them. They all just feel like cash grabs to me. Even Pocket Camp. In order to get the cute items, you either have to have really good luck or you have to like save up your little like green leaf tickets or whatever they're called to like unlock them. But the quickest and easiest way to do it is to spend money, which they purposely make sure that you feel tempted to do that. I'm sorry, but like aside from aesthetics in general, Like, what else does the game offer? Like, yeah, you're able to do like cute builds and stuff, but like, you have so much limited space. At least in New Horizons, we have an entire island. And I know this looks like I'm trying to make a dig at Pocket Camp players. No, I'm doing this because I want to make a dig at Nintendo. How come that mobile game gets all the cute items, but nowhere to decorate aside from like a cabin and one campsite? But this entire $60 game with an entire island, and you don't give us any of them? At least half of them, like at least more. It doesn't even have to be the exact items for Pocket Camp, but like we could have got more. Just saying. I know that I decorate in this game too, and like people have said I'm a good decorator, not to flex, but like I don't consider myself a decorator though. I'm not someone who like, yeah, I'm gonna play Animal Crossing today and decorate my island. Like, I'm someone who've played older games, so obviously I prefer the gameplay of older games, which is just you vibing out on your island and like chatting with your villagers and doing like daily life sim activities and blah 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 and just vibing. For me personally, the best part about the Animal Crossing games are just the vibes. This game has good vibes, not as good as previous games. Here's the thing, I'm not a New Horizons lover, I'm not a New Horizons hater, but I will defend this game with my life. But to all the people that compare it to Pocket Camp for the amount of items they have, like, yeah, you win that battle. Like, that's true. Pocket Camp does have better items, and it's annoying because it's a mobile game, and it's like, is it really hard to bring those items onto this game? Here I am complaining once again about the missed potential with New Horizons. Like, at this point, what else can I say? I feel like it's just getting tired. But like, I'm gonna complain about it every time. Because I love complaining. That's just me. I love talking shit. The thing is as well that people don't realize is that like Animal Crossing, yes, it is a popular game series for Nintendo, but it was never like the game series. Because like, yeah, they made one for the GameCube and the Wii and the DS and the 3DS. But like those games, although popular, weren't like the most popular games. They were always just kind of one of those games that like, yeah, some people play them. Most people have it. But like, it was never like something that had a lot of hype behind it. Even New Leaf, because before New Horizons, New Leaf was the most popular Animal Crossing game in terms of sales and everything. But like, even then, it only got one major update for a reason, because they wanted to introduce the Amiibo to the game. And yeah, it did have spin-offs. And I've talked about this before. They had 2 spin-offs during the New Leaf era, but both of them flopped. Amiibo Festival flopped hard, and Happy Home Designer flopped. It did good, but it was still a flop in comparison. So I really don't think they ever had plans to like expand Animal Crossing during the Switch era. And then, you know, New Horizons happened and the game blew up. And like, I think it really just was a missed opportunity for them to like not expand the game further. But at the same time, like, I want to give the benefit of the doubt and say what it was because of COVID. I don't think if they made a new game, like a new spin-off or like DLC for New Horizons now, I don't think it would do as well, because like the game kind of fell off. In terms of mainstream. Like, yeah, there sure are a lot of players still, but like, I don't think there's enough for a DLC pack in 2023 to do good. You never know. They might surprise us and drop one anyways, which I'm still hoping they do. I don't know how to explain it, but like, that's just kind of how I feel about it. I feel like they're more focused on working on the next game, whatever that may be, for the next console. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's just what they kept doing going forward. Maybe hopefully they expand and actually like give us a complete game. Oh my god, I hate people who say that New Horizons is an incomplete game. Like, what do you think an incomplete game is? Like, genuine question. Like, oh, the game is incomplete. They didn't give us anything. Like, girl, you had a full game. You have 1,000 hours in the game. What do you mean it's incomplete? You clearly are fulfilled by it. Just because you're not a fan of the game anymore doesn't make it an incomplete or boring game. You were clearly a fan of it at one point. Now you're just not, and that's okay. You don't have to play a game for the rest of your life in order to enjoy it. Even a game like Animal Crossing. I love New Leaf. I will say it's one of my all-time favorite games, like top 3 easily. I don't remember the last time I played it, But I still would say it's one of my favorite games, and if I ever decided to go back to it, which I do plan on the channel, so subscribe for that, I know I'm still gonna enjoy it, and I know I'm still gonna think it's a good game, and it's top 3 for me easily. Do you really think you're gonna be able to play one game for the rest of your life? If you're able to do one single thing in general for your entire life, or for a very, very long time, actually, I'm kind of jealous of you if you're able to do that, because I'm someone who's constantly changing things. I'm constantly doing different things every now and then, like most people are. And that's all right. Just because you're no longer playing the game doesn't make it a bad game. You enjoyed it at one point. Why don't you just cherish those memories instead of being a bitch on Twitter? I see so many people on Twitter that will be like, I bought my Switch just so I can play Animal Crossing and Nintendo stopped updating the game. Why are you buying an entire console for one game? That sounds like a you problem, no offense. It's like buying a blender and only making one type of smoothie. Or like one food specifically. Like, it's a game console. Play other games. And if you don't want to, okay. That's not Nintendo's fault. You're worried that like there aren't going to be as other games like Animal Crossing that give you the same thing. Everybody thinks that. And then you actually start playing other games and you realize there are other games that are fun, that are just as fun as Animal Crossing, and games that are more fun than Animal Crossing. Branch out, try new things, be different. Woo. I get the whole like not wanting to spend money thing though. So like that's true. Like obviously video games are expensive, but like watch YouTube videos on them. If there's ever a game that you're curious about, just like Google it, see what other people are doing, see how other people play the game. And if it entices you, check it out. Maybe get a demo if you're able to. Maybe wait for it to go on sale. Try to get it for free if you're able to. I got Stardew Valley for my Switch for free because I had enough platinum points or gold points, which I had gold points because I was buying other games, but still. And get Mario Kart. Mario Kart is a game I feel like anybody could enjoy. It's Mario Kart. If you ever are looking for another game, honestly, Mario Kart is the one I recommend to everybody. And like, I know I was dragging, being like, why'd you buy an entire console for one game? Like, yeah, technically I bought my 3DS so that I could play Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's true. And for the longest time, I was only playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my 3DS. And then when I inevitably got bored of the game, as one does, I just started playing other games. I got Pokemon. I had Scribblenauts. Oh my god, Scribblenauts is a fun game. I want to scribble all over Miss Claudia's face right over there if she shows her face on this channel one more time. Don't be afraid to try out new games, because trust and believe. You might end up finding one that you really like. More than Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is my all-time favorite game series. Proof, I have an Animal Crossing tattoo. I was willing to get it tatted on my body. That's how you know I love that game. I love other games too. A lot of other games. But like, that doesn't mean you have to exclusively just play one game or do one thing. Even if it's for comfort, sure. Like, I play Animal Crossing for comfort. Sometimes I get bored of it, and sometimes I don't want to be comfortable. If you spend your whole life just trying to be comfortable, not trying out new things, like, you're gonna get bored. I used to think like that too. Like, I always just wanted to be comfortable. I always just want to stay in my safe spot and do the same things every day just so that nothing can go wrong and I don't have to worry about failing anything. Oh my god. Like, specifically when I was in uni, like, that was the main thing. I was just like, yeah, let me just stay in uni, finish my degree, and then like go and do boring things. And then I was just like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then the pandemic happened. The pandemic really made me realize like how boring my life was up until that point, because I just like I was at home all day and I was like, what the fuck do I do when I'm just by myself? And so I was like, you know what? Let's just start a YouTube channel. Like, that's something I always wanted. I never did it though, because I was just afraid of putting myself out on the internet. And more importantly, people finding out about it. If I just stayed in my comfort zone my entire life, I literally would not be Angry Coconut. People would, like, this would have never happened. I don't know though, because it's like, I get why people don't want to leave their comfort zone. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, you should, but like, try, just try. People are always so afraid to fail in life, but it's like, failing is what makes you better. I feel like you're able to learn so much from your mistakes and just like learn what not to do. Don't make it feel like you just wasted an entire time. Don't, like, just don't. You see, if I just gave up, if I stayed in my comfort zone and just went on a 10-ticket villager hunt, do you see what persevering does? Do you see Look who it is. Look who it is. She's back. Did you really come all the way here from Fallbrook? Is it time for me to finally return? I miss that place so much. See, not this bitch acting like she doesn't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's back. Move to my island. Move to my fucking island. Yup. You will. Oh, you're absolutely going to love it there. Now that Teddy's not on the island, your ex-boy. Oh my God. Wait. She doesn't know I'm dating her ex-boyfriend. Of course I had to remember that when I already invited her onto the island. Thank God Teddy doesn't live on Fallbrook. Oh my God. If she finds out, the drama is gonna be... like, I'm bringing her back for the drama. But I don't want to be involved in it.